The unemployment weekly numbers just came out this morning, and I want to go through them. There is an increase in the insured unemployed, and I also want to compare it to the market like we do every week. And there's something interesting that's going to happen next week that could affect the market. But before we get into it, if this is your first time on our channel or you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button at the bottom. My name is Travis Sickle, certified financial planner, helping you reach your financial goals. All right, so I'm going to pull up the report like I do every week, and we'll go through the numbers with the increase in the insured unemployed. So here we go with the news release with the initial claims at 885,000, which is an increase of 23,000 from the previous week's revised levels. The more important number is the 4-week moving average because it gives us a little bit better idea of the trends. And that average of 812,500 was an increase of 34,250 from the previous week's revised averages. And then the insured unemployment rate was 3.8%, which was for December the 5th, and that was a decrease of 0.1 percentage points from the previous week's revised levels as well. And if we scroll down, we can see and I'll stop right here, the total number of continued weeks claimed for benefits in all programs for the week ending November 28th was 20,646,779, which was an increase of 1.6 million from the previous week. And if we scroll down, we can see the state by state breakdown, and we can see those increases, which I do have highlighted here if I can get there. Right here. And like always, California with the highest numbers, where there's 178,000, which was an increase from last week of 48,000. To give you some context, the unemployment report now put this in there. From a year ago, it was 130,000. So an increase year over year, and that's not surprising at all. And then Illinois with high numbers as well, an increase of 33,000, bringing it to 107,000. And if we go over here to the insured unemployed, and remember or just to point out, this is for December 5th, this is November 28th, and that's just the reporting difference in which numbers are reporting in which weeks. So for California at 1.2 million, and that was an increase of 121,000 or 7%. So that's really the important number to really compare it, because obviously California is a much bigger state, but it's also a significant increase in percentage. So we want to take a look at that as well. And if we flip over to the chart so we can see the unemployment numbers, and you can see the spike right there in unemployment, or the initial claims, 885,000. And I'll throw in the S&P 500 so we could see that. And it's still trending upwards. And then if we look at the 6 months, just to give you that same idea, and year to date. And again, if this is your first time seeing this video, for the unemployment report, the market is the green right here, or the S&P 500 total return. It goes down. It's basically a leading indicator of unemployment, to give you an idea. And then if we look at this chart right here, this is a little bit better view. And I took out 2020 just so you can see the relationship between the market and the initial insured unemployed. And I can put the insured unemployment, or the unemployment rate, in there too. The unemployment rate. So you can see it, and it's a little bit harder to see, but you can see the market is kind of going down earlier than the unemployment before it turns, and it starts to turn upwards right here before the unemployment goes down. So still a predictor, but this is a little bit better view, just backing out 2020 with the spike of 14.7% in, I believe it was April, for that spike. And if we look at year to date, you can see the spike I'm talking about right here at the 14.7%. I think it's right there. Yeah, right there for the total unemployment rate. So that's 14.7%. But there is one more event that's happening next Monday on December the 21st, and that is to the S&P 500. And we're going to pull it up here. The S&P 500 is going to have a new addition, and that is going to be Tesla. And if we look at the year-to-date numbers, we'll put it in percentage change, you can see there's quite a run-up for Tesla. That year-to-date, it's up almost 650%. Now, even though it's going to get added to the S&P 500, it's still uncertain if it could drag down the S&P 500 or bring it up. Because remember, there's a lot of individual traders out there who are looking at Tesla very closely and trying to make that determination whether or not they should stay in Tesla or get out in the short term. It is a highly volatile stock, so will be interesting to see. But of course, let me know in the comments down below what you think will happen to the S&P 500 in the short term and also for Tesla. And that is the update for the unemployment report and throwing in a little Tesla and the market in there. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and leave your comments down at the bottom.